Which country has bigger economy, GDP? USA, $30.8 trillion. China, $19.5 trillion. USA wins this round. Which country has a larger population? USA, 340 million. China, 1.41 billion. China wins this round. Which country has higher GDP per capita? USA, $90,000. China, $13,800. USA wins this round. Which country spends more on military? USA, $900 billion plus. China, $300 billion plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more active soldiers? USA, 1.3 million. China, 2 million. China wins this round. Which country has more aircraft carriers? USA, 11. China, 3. USA wins this round. Which country has more nuclear warheads? USA, 5,000 plus. China, 600 plus. USA wins this round. Which country exports more goods? USA, $2.1 trillion. China, $3.6 trillion. China wins this round. Which country has a stronger currency? USA, US dollar. China, Chinese yuan. USA wins this round. Which country has more internet users? USA, 330 million. China, 1.1 billion. China wins this round. Which country has a larger stock market? USA, 60 trillion plus. China, 12 trillion plus. USA wins this round. Which country manufactures more steel? USA, 80 million tons. China, 1 billion plus tons. China wins this round. Which country has more fighter aircraft? USA, 2,700 plus. China, 2,000 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more foreign exchange reserves? USA, $240 billion plus. China, $3.2 trillion. China wins this round. Which country has more overseas military bases? USA, 750 plus. China, 1. USA wins this round. Which country has more satellites in space? USA, 8,000 plus. China, 1,100 plus. USA wins this round. Which country produces more electric vehicles? USA, 1.3 million plus. China, 12 million plus. China wins this round. Which country has more Nobel Prize winners? USA, 400 plus. China, 20 plus. USA wins this round. Which country produces more solar panels? USA, 15 gigawatts plus. China, 600 gigawatt plus. China wins this round. Which country has more AI companies? USA, 6,000 plus. China, 1,500 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more 5G base stations? USA, 100,000 plus. China, 4 million plus. China wins this round. Which country has more billionaires? USA, 900 plus. China, 450 plus. USA wins this round. Which country produces more cement? USA, 90 million tons. China, 2 billion plus tons. China wins this round. Which country has more top universities? USA, 180 plus. China, 70 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more manufacturing output? USA, $2.9 trillion plus. China, 5 trillion plus. China wins this round. Which country has higher average income? USA, $80,000 plus. China, $13,000 plus. USA wins this round. Which country builds more ships? USA, 5% plus global share. China, 50% plus global share. China wins this round. Which country has more commercial aircraft? USA, 7,500 plus. China, 4,500 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more smartphone users? USA, 310 million plus. China, 1 billion plus. China wins this round. Which country has a higher Human Development Index? USA, 0.938. China, 0.797. USA wins this round. Which country has more rare earth production? USA, 45,000 tons. China, 270,000 tons. China wins this round. Which country has more data centers? USA, 5,400 plus. China, 500 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more unicorn startups? USA, 700 plus. China, 170 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more industrial robots? USA, 400,000 plus. China, 1.8 million plus. China wins this round. Which country has more venture capital investment? USA, $170 billion plus. China, 40 billion plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more container port traffic? USA, 55 million TEUs plus. China, 300 million TEUs plus. China wins this round. Which country has more Olympic gold medals? USA, 1,100 plus. China, 320 plus. USA wins this round. Which country produces more batteries? USA, 150 gigawatt hours plus. China, 900 gigawatt hours plus. China wins this round. Which country generates more electricity? USA, 4,500 terawatt hours plus. China, 10,000 terawatt hours plus. China wins this round. Which country has more airports? USA, 13,500 plus. China, 260 plus. USA wins this round. Which country has more paved roads? USA, 4.3 million kilometers. China, 5.4 million kilometers. China wins this round. Which country has a larger oil production? USA, 13 million BPD. China, 4 million BPD. USA wins this round. Which country has more crude oil imports? USA, 6 million BPD. China, 11 million BPD. China wins this round. Which country consumes more oil? USA, 20 million BPD. China, 16 million BPD. USA wins this round. Which country has more natural gas production? USA, 1.0 trillion cubic metered. China, 250 billion cubic meters. USA wins this round. Which country produces more coal? USA, 500 million tons. China, 4.7 billion tons. China wins this round. Which country has more gold reserves? USA, 8,133 tons. China, 2,300 plus tons. USA wins this round. Which country has more foreign-born residents? USA, 50 million plus. China, 1 million plus. USA wins this round. Which country receives more international tourists? USA, 72 million plus. China, 35 million plus. USA wins this round. Final score, USA 29, China 21. The United States wins this comparison.
Tell us what you think about this matchup, and drop a comment with your winner below. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another epic comparison showdown.